Hey everyone, we are now going to jump into Volume 3 or Issue 3 of the Supernesis Comics Bible from Javier Ortiz and his illustrator Jaime. So here we go. We are off to the cover here. And last we left off at the story of Samson. Issue 2 did a good job carrying off from Issue 1. And let's see if it as we see here, it does carry off from the last issue. We're continuing on with Samson. This is, I think, the thinnest of the three so far. Be interesting to see if they continue to add more volumes to this. I'm sure they will. I can't see why you would start something and not complete it. Here we are where Samson captures 300 foxes and lit the fox tails with his torch and just throws them through the fields and completely destroys them. I think what's amazing with the story of Samson was he was just the most biggest thorn in the Philistine side. It's amazing how much one person decimated the Philistines. It was pretty incredible how God used Samson. Samson didn't make it really easy on himself. He definitely made some poor choices, no question about it, but God still uses people even in their sin and even the mistakes that they make. So here we go. The soldiers tie up Samson's father and wife. Oh, crazy. His father and wife were consumed in flames. Gee. Yeah, this was a bitter, insane rivalry Samson had with the Philistines. Oh, so clearly Samson's just in tears and distress, like any normal human being would. And so he takes refuge in a cave. So then 3,000 men from Judah came for Samson. That is crazy. Imagine 3,000 coming after you. I believe if I remember correctly, they're just sick of the trouble Samson was causing, because they're just saying, look, Samson, you got to be captured. We got to hand you over to the Philistines. You're creating more problems in our land than actually helping us. So the promise would be that he wouldn't be killed, and they did honor that. But it's funny, just before he's captured, boom, he breaks, I believe that's rope that he was tied with, and takes, a jawbone here. Completely just smacks people. I wonder if it says how many people he kills. I heard he killed a lot. I thought it was in the thousands. But look at that, just decimating people. Okay, I think this is, I don't know if I saw any blood in the first two, but now we have an idea of what kind of violence and gore there is. There's no rating system for this, so hopefully this helps parents decide if they want to buy these for their kids or not. Again, just really cool visuals. You know, it is getting harder and harder because there's more comic book Bibles being made of the Bible, and there's only so many ways you can be unique and standing out without it just being the same old. But I don't know how historically accurate this is. Kind of hard to say when there's such little dialogue, but this is, to me right now, is what makes this look very unique, is just how little dialogue there is, how big the text and font is, how fast everything goes in these issues. Those are things that make this one much different from the other ones. Not saying it's a good or a bad thing. I think it's just a matter of personal preference. Here, the Philistines are trying to pay to get the secret of what gives Samson his incredible strength. And of course, Delilah first takes the money, trying to find the secret, and Samson cleverly lies, and if they tie me with ropes, I'll become weak. That was pretty hilarious. It's almost like Samson knew what was going on. Delilah betrays Samson by seducing him, ties him up, but clearly that's not what the source of his strength was. It didn't make him weak, and sure enough, this guy finds out the hard way, where Samson then breaks the ropes and breaks this guy basically, and clearly Delilah's embarrassed by all this. But then she has the audacity to say to Samson, you betrayed me, and I don't know why Samson didn't challenge that accusation, because it's her betraying him. But then, yes, finally a second time around, Samson gives in and tells the truth of what the source of the strength is. I think that's because Delilah, said, this time I won't betray you. So Samson buys into it, and of course, Delilah gets paid, I believe it looks like a second time, and there we go. It leaves you with the cliffhanger of what's going to happen next when they try to confront Samson. That's pretty clever. If you're going to make multiple volumes of this, you would want to leave with a cliffhanger that's just obvious. And of course, yeah, they point out once again the issues 1 and 2, which we've gone over already. And of course, the bio of Javier and Jaime. There we have it. Volume 3. And this is the farthest we can go. There hasn't been any more volumes published yet, but if more come, we might just take a look at those down the road.